Hey, I picked up one of these pellet grills. I don't have a pellet grill. This is the Pit Boss, you know, kind of as pellet grills go. It's an inexpensive model. I think it was $300 retail, and I bought a floor model and got it for like 240 bucks. But I've been wanting to try, you know, cook some stuff with a pellet grill. I picked it up. I think this is what they call the tailgater model. I don't remember the cubic inches. But in any event, this is my first cook with it, so this is definitely not a how-to. But we are smoking a turkey today. Now, I've got this guy loaded up with apple pellets. Apple, you can't hardly go wrong with that. Chicken, turkey, pork, it's always a safe bet. Let's get this cook going. Now, I dry brined this turkey in the fridge overnight. Set it just like this on this tray in this rack. And you can see there's this orange salt. I ran out of kosher salt. How do you make such a whatever it's called? How do you make such a knucklehead move? But I did it. So I had some Hawaiian, I don't know how to say it, Alea salt. It's a coarse salt. I put some of that on it, and then I had some sea salt, right? And if you've never dry brined, you don't have to put it on real thick, just a thin layer of salt. Now, a lot of folks will be worried that it's too salty, and they'll take it in the sink and rinse it off real good. I don't do that. I've never had it be too salty. As it sat in the fridge overnight and brined, the skin sort of dries out a bit. So if you take it inside and rinse the salt off, then you got to deal with the skin being wet again. Okay? Now, this turkey is just, a tad bit frozen. So what I'm going to do on this guy is spatchcock it. That way I think it'll cook quicker, and it being just a tad frozen probably won't hurt it too much. Okay. So, and I always brine. If you've watched any of my videos, I brine. In fact, we're doing two turkeys today. I'm doing this one that I dry brined, and I'm doing another one that I wet brined. So what I'm going to do now is I forgot to bring out, I'm going to go get a tray. We're going to get this turkey out on the tray, and then we're going to spatchcock it. Now, to spatchcock this guy, we're going to cut this backbone out. And if you've got a pair of those nice kitchen shears, they work real good for this. I've got a pair, but they don't work that well. But this knife does the trick. Actually, I think I might have got into the bone a little bit right there. There we go. Spatchcocked lots of chicken. That's my first turkey. Okay, now where's that? Here it is. Okay. I don't know if you can see that, but it's still got a little ice down inside. That worries me a little bit, but there's not much I can do about it. I need to get this turkey on shortly. Just broke that breastbone a little bit so it'll lay flat. It actually feels good and thawed, so I don't think we're going to have a problem. I'll just take some paper towels and wipe it out a little bit here. I think it'll be just fine. But it seems like I never plan enough. Okay. It's up to you if you want to trim off some of this extra skin. I am going to inject this turkey today. Injecting is always optional, but if you want to, your biggest chances of keeping it moist, brine it and inject it. We're going to use this, I don't know if you'll be able to see it there, this Cajun injection Creole butter. That's what we're using. Picked it up at Publix last night. I've used it before. It's excellent. It's not spicy. Okay, so if you don't think you'll use it all, just pour some in a jar so you don't contaminate it, right? That way you'll be able to use the rest of it later. You can put it back in the fridge. Right. I'm just going to go in this breast, inject it about every inch. I don't know if you have experience doing this or not, but about every inch. And you'll see the breast or wherever you're injecting for that matter, you'll see it plump up. And if you buy an actual injection, at least all the ones I've ever bought, they come with the injection needle, so you don't have to buy an extra injection needle. If you're going to use a marinade or your homemade recipe, then obviously you'll need to go out and buy an injector. Okay, and about every inch. Let me put a little bit more in here. And if you get, I mean, you can't get too much, but what I'm trying to say is once you have a, sufficient amount, you'll see it start coming out the other holes where you've been injecting. And you definitely know you got enough at that point. Okay, so I'm just going to do these legs, thighs, then we'll be right back. We got this guy all injected up, and depending upon how much injection you have on the top, you may or may not need a binder. I don't have a lot, and I don't want to use the rest of the injection because I got another turkey to do. So I'm just sprinkling, probably not even a half a teaspoon, right? Doesn't take very much at all. Okay. All right, just a little bit of a binder. And then, use your favorite seasoning. Use your turkey seasoning, make your own seasoning. I'm going to do 2 things a day. I've got them in my pantry. I'm going to start out with this Tennessee Whiskey Chop House seasoning. I don't know if you know about this one. If I can get the lid off, I'm going to use it. But if not, I'll put the ingredients down below. I like this one. I know it says Chop House, but I've used it on chicken. I've never used it on turkey. And it turned out pretty daggone awesome on the chicken. Used it on pork chops, pork tenderloin. I love this rub. Okay. So I'm going to, just a light layer. It's thick, right? You can go as heavy as you want. So we're going to light layer that. And then for a little sweetness, I'm going to come back in with this Mary's Gourmet Cherry Rub. You could use a nice pork rub that you have that you like, just to add a little sweet to it. That Chop House rub is not too sweet. And, a lot of folks like to make their own rubs. That's awesome. I'm really not into that. There's so many good ones out there that are available that I usually just use my own. Occasionally I'll make one, but not very often. Okay. So, probably should have done the other side first, but that's the way it is. All right, we're just going to flip him over. Going to season this other side. In fact, he's still a little wet here. I don't think we'll need the oil on this side. Looks like it's sticking pretty good. But as soon as I get this side done, we're going to get it over there to that pellet smoker. It's the first time I've ever used it. I'm kind of excited to see how it does. All right, you can see I just placed this turkey on. I put my temperature probe in the breast. This smoker has got 3 holes in the back, so you can run a temp probe right through it. I got it set up, this pellet grill, for 350 degrees. We're using apple wood. We'll keep an eye on it, check back in maybe an hour. It's been 1 hour. The turkey's up to 134 degrees. Just want to show you what it looks like. Looks pretty good. Not too dark on the wingtips, so we're not going to cover it with foil or anything. We're just going to close the lid, let it keep going. We're at the 1 hour, 40-minute mark. And my internal temperature that I put in the turkey that you saw is at 164. So we're going to check the rest of this turkey in a few spots. You don't ever want to take one reading. 159, 160. Still climbing, 162. I think we're in good shape. Let me take another one here. Oh yeah, 165. Down here in the leg. Yeah, we're good. We're going to get this turkey off here, let it rest 10, 15 minutes, give it a sample. All right, our turkey's been resting here about 15 minutes, and do a little bit different taste test today. I've got the whole family. We got some friends over. They're waiting. I'm going to cut out a piece. We're going to do a quick taste test. We're going to get inside. If you watch my videos, you know I'm a breast man. I'm going to cut out a little piece here in the breast. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Let me see if I can show you guys up close. I don't know if that can be seen in the video or not, but there's juice all in it. Look at the skin. Skin's nice. Can you see that? I hope you can see it. I don't know how well it gets picked up in the video. It's a little bit dark here today. But the skin, I'm really impressed with the skin. Like I said, it's the first time on this pellet grill. Let's give it a try. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Okay. Skin-wise, on a turkey that I have smoked, not fried, probably the best I ever had. It's actually a little bit crispy. Smoke flavor's mild. We used apple pellets, right? Flavor's delicious. I mean, it's just full of juice. I don't know how well that gets picked up in the video. We injected it. We brined it. I hope you can see it. If not, I apologize if you can't. It's about 5:30. It's getting dark. Flavor's incredible. I'm looking forward to, I'm sorry, talking with my mouth full. I'm looking forward to doing some more cooks with this pellet smoker. Turned out really nice. And I'm going to take this guy inside. Tammy's made some oyster dressing. They've made parsnips and a whole bunch of stuff that I don't even know what it is. But I'm getting ready to chow down. I hope you'll subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit the little bell. I don't know, it's, you'll see the bell. That'll let you know every time we make a new video.